Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I have my You Bastard t-shirt on, which you know what that means. Well, maybe you don't know what that means because I don't even know what that means. But what it means today is I'm going to be doing a reaction video to one of TJ Ferreira's videos. Why? Just because I feel like it, and I'm bored and I feel like making a video. And I don't have any technical stuff to discuss, so I'm going to pick on TJ and do a reaction video to one of his videos that he posted on his channel, which you're probably all familiar with, and if you're not, then you should climb out of whatever rock you've been living under and come and explore TJ's channel. So I have my Cloud People beer coaster handy, but I don't have any beverages handy to go with it because I just came back from dinner and I had plenty of beverages there, so we're going to kind of wing it. And I thought it would be kind of interesting to take a look at one of TJ's older videos, because I like to go back and take a look at older videos sometimes and just see what there is to see. And TJ, as you know, has a ton of videos, and I actually like some of his older ones because they are interesting in that you can see how he was getting into the retro computing scene, and there's a lot of unboxings, which I love unboxing videos, which I know a lot of people think unboxing videos are kind of odd, but I enjoy watching people take stuff out of boxes. Okay, so now we just have to find a video that I would be interested in watching. Videos, okay, let's see what videos he has. I'm going to have to scroll back here, probably a long ways, to find one that is a video that I haven't seen in a long time. Okay, I think I found one here that looks interesting. How about this one here? Favorite retro computer conundrum.
Today I wanted to talk about favorite computers. And yep, I've got to say my favorite computer is the Spectrum Next. No, maybe not. Maybe it's... Oh, yeah. The microcolor computer from Radio Shack. No, it's... oh, yeah, maybe it's this Atari Falcon underneath the Intellivision shirt. Or maybe it's not a computer at all. Maybe it's a gaming console. The Intellivision. The Odyssey 2? See, I'm running into a bit of a conundrum here because I have a lot of computers and gaming consoles, but can I call any of them my favorite? So I wanted to talk about favorite computers today, and I'm putting stuff away because I don't want any of my favorite computers to break, because in any given day, maybe the specky...
I'm pretty sure all of TJ's computers are his favorite computers. That's why he buys them, right? He's a retro computer junkie. He loves all of his computers, I'm sure. But I'm pretty sure he tends to gravitate towards the Next. I think because that's what got him re-engaged with the retro computer community to begin with in recent times, which is the same with me. The Specky Next was what got me excited and interested in becoming involved in retro computers again, and I think it's the same for TJ, although he went into it a lot more intensely than I did. But I think that's a lot of the reason why people tend to favor one computer over the other is because of nostalgia, what they grew up with, what they have fond memories about growing up with, what made them comfortable and excited and interested in computers to begin with. So let's see what TJ has to say about what would help him decide what his favorite computer would be. And again, I don't know what he's going to say. I haven't watched this video probably in over a year. So let's see what he's got to say about his favorite computer.
Maybe in another day, that Radio Shack computer, the MC10 is my favorite. Or the...
Now I'm hoping to try to make the MC10 one of TJ's favorite computers, because it is one of my favorite computers now, even though I had never even heard of it until, I think, watching one of TJ's videos. But the MC10 computer combined with the new expansion device, the MCX32SD expansion module, gives it all kinds of new capabilities, which for me makes it exciting as a computer for developing games on, although it's still quite limited, and it's got some ways to go in terms of capabilities, in terms of game development tools to actually make games for it. But I find it quite interesting, and I plan to make more games for it. And hopefully I can try and push that computer to have a semi-permanent place on TJ's desk for a while as I keep releasing games for it. So let's go on here and see what TJ has to say.
Intellivision or the Atari, the Odysseys. See, I think human nature is we have our favorites for a little while, and then maybe it's time to move on. Or not move on, but sidestep a little bit to something else, because life is, on different days, different things to everybody, right? So, do we have our favorites? I started thinking like a parent. Even though my wife and I don't have any kids, I probably if you ask a parent who's your favorite kid, they'll probably say, "Oh, I love them all. I love them all." But deep inside, there's probably one that's a little bit. So on a given day, if you had to say, TJ, what's your favorite computer or gaming console? I'd probably say the Spectrum Next is still up there because it's what's reinvigorated my... Vinegarated? Gee, am I going to have a salad? Oh, that's a hard word.
So that's what I suspected, is the Speccy Next is TJ's favorite because it's what got him re-energized into being interested in the retro computing scene again. So let's see what else he has to say about
it. But yeah, it sparked my whole... Around 2018, I started really getting juiced up again about retro computers and gaming consoles. Not that it ever went away. It's been with me all along. But the Spectrum Next kind of came at a time where maybe I'm in a transition in my life, and everything about it's clicking. It's grown my excitement. And from that little spark of the Speccy Next, all this other stuff has been rekindled and new things have been added to the fire. I'm throwing more logs into the fire, like that MC10, M Coupe. Even though I've owned one of these before and stupidly sold it if you watched my video. So I think things can be a little cyclical. I think that's a proper word. That's a good word, TJ, cyclical.
So that's one thing I had a question about, is a lot of people who were involved with retro computers back in the day, before they were retro, including myself, we all had computers, and a lot of us got rid of our computers over the years, over the decades. We either sold them or gave them away. Most people who got rid of them, who are nostalgic for them, say, gee, I really wish I hadn't gotten rid of my computer. And I'm wondering, would it make a difference if you had kept the one? And you could say, this is the original one I grew up with, just for nostalgic purposes. Or maybe the one that you repurchased is actually better in some way. Maybe it's in better condition. Maybe it has an upgrade that's been done to it. For example, I own a Timex Sinclair 2068 computer, which is not in that great condition. It has, a lot of signs of wear because I used it a lot. And it was my go-to computer for a few years back in the day. So it's not in the best condition, and I could easily purchase another one that's in much better condition, although that's not the one that I grew up with. But that's something that I was thinking, does it really matter if the computer you own is one that you owned back in the day, or if it's the same model that you've repurchased, but it wasn't the one that you owned back in the day? Does it really matter? I mean, I think the love that you have for this system, whatever system it may be, or just the hobby in general of retro computers, that's probably the more important thing. And if you can maintain that excitement and enthusiasm about the hobby, I don't think it probably really matters if the computer that you own currently is the one that you physically owned back in the day or not, but that's just my opinion. I think if these computers can be traded around and put in different hands so different people can appreciate them, that's the important thing. And you can always repurchase that computer if you want to have it back in your collection, which a lot of us have done, including TJ.
So everything on a given day could be my favorite, right? Whatever it is at the time of that excitement. Maybe you're going to a trade show or a gaming convention or whatever. Excitement is built up for that time for that device. So I don't know if I necessarily have any favorite computer. I would say if I was pinpointed with a dagger and saying you have to choose one, I'd probably choose, and it's not going to be the Speccy Next, believe it or not, it would probably be the Atari 800. Because that is the first computer I purchased for myself. I never had a computer before that. I earned it, I worked hard for it, and it was my first. And you never forget your first. But there's...
So that's interesting. I'm not surprised that he would say the Atari 800 is his favorite, because I know that was his first computer that he saved up his paper route money to purchase, and he was really happy to get it. But I'm wondering about the Odyssey. The Odyssey was his first gaming system. It's not really a computer, although you can program on it. You can't save your programs, so it's not really a computer, but it was his first system. So I don't know if because maybe that first system was a shared system that was not one that he purchased himself. I'm pretty sure he has fond memories about the Odyssey 2 system as well as the Atari 800, but you can tell that the Atari 800 really holds a special place in his heart.
Tons of other things that have come along the way, and my excitement for Atari has been rekindled lately, and I'm blaming the Spectrum Next because it's reinvigorated. Vinegar salad! I'm going to create a salad dressing called Reinvigorated, and a retro salad dressing. But it's sparked a whole new interest. So since about 2018, I'm guessing, I've been really diving into all sorts of new platforms. So my channel is evolving. I'm starting to purchase more computers, more gaming consoles, and even my first modern one called the Amico that's coming early 2022. It looks very promising now that it's going to arrive, which I'm excited about. I'm a founder.
Okay. I don't know how you people feel about the Amico. I don't want to step on anyone's toes here, but I think it's a big scam. I don't know if it intentionally started off as a scam or what, but it looked like an idea that was promising and invigorated people's interest and excitement about the platform because the Intellivision was super popular. It was incredibly huge back in the day. People loved the Intellivision. I loved the Intellivision, even though I never owned one, but I saw friends of mine who had them, and I was really impressed by it, and I could see why it would be popular. So a reimagining of the Intellivision as the Intellivision Amico would have been a really exciting thing if it hadn't been so poorly blundered. And now I don't know if this thing is ever going to come to light, if it's ever going to actually materialize and become I seriously doubt it. So if that's the case, then I think that's a shame for the community. It invested their money in the Amico, such as TJ here and myself. I even put down money on the Founders Edition Amico myself, but then I changed my mind about it and I was able to get a refund. I know a lot of people weren't able to get refunds. I don't know what's going to happen with it. I hope it comes to fruition and actually becomes a real thing, because people put down their hard-earned money and they are waiting for this system to be released. So if anybody is involved in the Amico project, then I think you should release it or give people their money back, because that's not the way to treat people in the retro gaming and retro computing community. So I hope TJ does one day get his Founders Edition Amico, and I'd love to see him make a video about him unboxing his Founders Day Edition Amico system, but I'm skeptical that that will ever happen. So we'll see.
Purchaser, so I can't wait to get that. But my heart is still in all these retro computers. I have some more things that I'm investigating for 2022.
2022. So that was 3 years before the making of this video, which I like to go back and watch old videos and see what people are excited about back a few years ago and see what the differences are from then back to today.
Sex. Oh, that's a rabbit hole I didn't want to go down. Sword. S-O-R-D. I guess it's pronounced sword. 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 No, E would have to be in the end for sword. But I like that. Sword. M5. That's a little peach of a looking computer. I'm finding all sorts of things, and I don't have enough money for them at all, but I'm figuring ways to sell lungs and body parts to get them. I'm really excited about this whole retro computer scene. I don't hate any of them. I love all of them. They all have their benefits. They all have people that follow them, and I'm just trying to come along for the ride, I guess. So, what is your favorite computer? If you actually have one, post it down below. Or are you kind of like me? They're all your favorites to a degree. Whatever you're into at that time of the year, that's your favorite device. Or do you actually...
Okay, I'm going to answer TJ's question. Instead of posting down below, I'm going to answer it here on my video. What is my favorite computer? Well, the computer I have the most nostalgia for is the Timex Sinclair 1000, because that was my first computer. It's kind of like when you have a car or a motorcycle that you really love and you just enjoy seeing it sitting in your driveway, even not moving. You just like to look at it. It's kind of that way for me with the Timex Sinclair 1000. Just looking at it, I think it's a really cool looking computer. Of course it is incredibly limited, but my memories of using it, that was my first computer. I have really nostalgic memories of it. That's what got me sparked into becoming interested in computers to begin with, and learning to program in BASIC, and learning even electronics, digital electronics, to the point where I am now, where I'm actually developing my own games for different retro computer systems. But in terms of me answering TJ's question to say what is my favorite computer system right now, I would have to say it is the Aquarius Plus. And the reason for that is because I'm a developer. I like to develop games for the retro system that I'm interested in. And the Aquarius Plus is very exciting because, for one thing, it has incredible capabilities far in advance of what the original Aquarius computer ever had. I never owned an Aquarius computer. I never heard of the Aquarius computer until I watched one of TJ's videos. But for me as a developer, the Aquarius Plus is by far the most interesting and exciting computer to develop for. Not only for its capabilities, but also because it has an active community. Okay, let's keep going here.
Say that, but really have some favorites. Like for me, the Spectrum Next. Right now, it's still the driving force behind everything that I do, my YouTube channel. But there's a lot of other ones that I love fairly close to that. The Sam Coupe is a wonderful computer. It cost me an arm and a leg. I haven't explored it as much as I'd like to, but you know, I've hopefully got many, many years of enjoying this whole thing, and I can dive into every single computer that I own more deeply. Like this Falcon, I have some 14 megabyte RAM coming for it, so I can upgrade it and install an internal hard drive. All sorts of things that I get to do. So, what's your favorite computer? Do you have one? Are they all your favorite? Let's hear down below, post below. Hopefully this video was fun for you. So yeah, I think my favorite computer is the Spectrum Next. No, wait, maybe it's this Falcon. Yeah, that's the Falcon, yeah. No, maybe it is that, the Intellivision. Maybe it's a gaming console is my favorite. I don't know. You get the picture, you get the gist. Cool. Thanks for watching the video, and hopefully you have a wonderful day with what your favorite computer is today. Bye.
I think TJ's favorite computer is not actually a computer at all. I think it's the community, the retro computing community, where he can reach out and have friendships and interactions with people in the community. It's for the most part, a very positive place to be. It's great to be developing games for the retro community, and it's great to see people like TJ making videos, particularly for me as a developer, where I can send him my games and I can watch real-time videos that he makes about unboxing them and playing them, and I can get feedback on what he thinks about my games, which helps me as a developer in making my next games. So that's just a quick little video to try and strengthen the ties in our retro computing community, try and highlight people in the community doing positive things. And obviously TJ is a positive effort in the community. He's a positive personality, making his videos, keeping the community alive, and I think he is probably the personification of the positive atmosphere and positive vibe that we want in the retro community. So this was kind of a fun video, short little video, exploring what is our favorite computer systems. Really, it's all about being part of a positive community and just making content and contributions that other people in the community can enjoy. And hopefully that's what I've done with this little video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it and we can all enjoy our hobby together. So that's it for today. As always, thanks for watching and we'll see you next time. Take care.